Right, and now this bag is about, well, I would say it's about half full of either Berkeley's polypore or black staining polypore. I would say it's probably Berkeley's polypore. It hasn't changed much in color, although it's gotten a little bit more bruised, but it's not black staining. So Berkeley's polypore, and weight-wise, I would say that we have probably a good 3 pounds, maybe 4 pounds here. Again, I'm going to be turning this into vegan jerky or something along those lines. It's a little bit chewy, and what I'm doing on the stovetop now is just melting some butter. So there's the butter. There's a little bit of buttermilk there too. And the reason there's buttermilk is because the butter was salted by me. It didn't come that way. It was a pound of unsalted butter, but I add a little bit of salt to it so that it has decent flavor. And here it is, doing its thing, melting. And next we'll catch the polypore being put in here, and then I'll add some spices to it, and we'll talk about it as I go. I've gone ahead and added this to the frying pan, clearly. So I was going to try and do it in one batch, but I have about half of it left. So it's going to have to be in 2 batches. But yeah, here I've just got the butter going. You can kind of hear it sizzling underneath. And I haven't added any spices yet. And I sort of want to put a lid on it to sort of steam it in its own juice for a little bit before I start adding some spices to it. Yes, I've gone ahead and put a lid on it, and that lid is getting kind of hot, so I'm going to take that off of there, and yep, it's steaming along nicely. So I would say that now we're going to put that aside for a second. Now we're going to go ahead and put in a couple spices. The first one being coffee. No, I'm just kidding about that. There is coffee in the backdrop there, but first one is paprika. Give a nice sprinkle all over the whole thing here. I know it's going to get mixed in, so there's probably a good teaspoon of that there. I'm going to go for a light dash of, I don't want it to be too spicy, but a dash of chili powder. There we go. That's good. Don't want to overdo it, like I said. Dillweed. No, I'm not calling you dillweed. I'm just saying dillweed is the next one here. We get a fair bit of that. That looks good. Well, let me go a little bit heavier. There we go. All right. Kind of want to put lemon juice in to go with the dill weed, but it doesn't really go with the dill weed. I did add some olive oil prior to adding putting the lid on it. And the next thing up is this lovely applewood smoked sea salt from the San Francisco Salt Company, and a good pinch of it. I would say that there's probably, because jerky being what it is, it's sort of a salted, spicy thing. I'm going to want to go a little heavier salt, although the butter had a little bit of salt in it. Again, that was salt that I had added, but I would just add a little bit more of the applewood smoked sea salt here. I would do pepper, but it's hard to do the pepper with the grinder. But I will add a few more things as we go, and I'm going to stir this up in a couple minutes. I decided instead of waiting a couple minutes that I'd go ahead and stir it up now. I was going to wait for it to cook down a little bit more, but I think I'm going to toss it around and start adding more spices to it. But yeah, this is looking good, and it is staining darker. That makes me think it is actually black staining polypore. But yeah, here's to the beginnings of the jerky, and we'll see what it looks like over some more time, and as it cooks down a little bit more, and as I add more spice to it, more oil, and really get the mushrooms saturated without overdoing it. You know, we want to have plenty of the flavor of the mushroom in there as well. You can already see it's starting to cook nicely. I just stirred it up a little bit more, and then I added a little bit of water, basically to make the juices get more evenly distributed to um, all of the polypore fronds. Some of them sort of are sticking above a little bit, and um, I'm hoping that the liquid there will do its job and get taken up into the fronds as I'm cooking it here. Gonna add a little bit more of the paprika on this top layer, sort of make it a little denser here because it's going to be going into the juice a bit more. Juice. The water, the liquid that is going to be taken up by the mushroom, by the fungus. It's a sort of a spongy consistency, and it's a little bit stringy as well, almost like chicken or like string cheese that has a sort of, it tears apart kind of consistency. And it has softened a fair bit, but here it is about midway. And let's have another look. It's been about 5 minutes since it was set up there. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to stir it up one more time and give a taste. It's got a really nice flavor. I'm going to go with that. And right now it just needs to cook down, so it's going to be a few hours, and there's no point in pausing this any longer. There we go. So Berkeley's polypore, the outer edge of it is great for making a vegan jerky, cooked down a bit and then dried out really well. It could also be used in soup and other things. Thank you for watching. Cheers.